You know when you walk past a bakery and see those gorgeous, jewel-like Linzer cookies, and you just wish you could nail that look at home? Well, you're in the right place. Today we're going to break down exactly how to master this iconic cookie, step by step.
This quote from Gemma's Bigger, Bolder Baking just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It perfectly captures what makes a Linzer cookie so special. This isn't just some sugar cookie. It's a whole experience. That rich, nutty shortbread that just melts in your mouth, balanced by that tangy pop of jam.
But that's the big question. It can be a little tricky, right? They spread out in the oven, they crumble when you try to assemble them, the jam gets everywhere. It can be a mess. But don't you worry, we are about to pull back the curtain and show you all the pro secrets that will take your cookies from just okay to absolutely amazing.
So to really get this cookie, you gotta know where it came from. It's actually a mini version of the famous Austrian Linzer torte, which is one of the oldest cakes in the world. Someone had the brilliant idea to take the best parts of that dessert, the amazing nutty dough and the fruit filling, and turn it into this perfect little sandwich cookie that's now a holiday favorite all over the globe. So what actually makes a cookie a Linzer cookie? Well, it boils down to a few key things. You've got that tender, kind of crumbly texture that comes from nut flour, a jam filling, and of course, that iconic peekaboo window on top, all dusted with powdered sugar. It's just such a smart design. It looks beautiful and tastes even better. Let's be real, it all starts with the dough. You can have the fanciest jam or the cutest cookie cutters in the world, but if your dough isn't right, the cookie is just going to fall flat. This is the foundation, 100%. And what's so cool here is how every single ingredient has a very specific job to do. Your all-purpose flour gives it structure, sure, but it's the nut flour, usually almond, that gives you that signature tenderness. And notice we're using just the egg yolks, not the whole egg. That's for richness and softness without making things tough. It's a really precise formula. Okay, you ready for this? This is a total game changer. A tip from the walks of life. Before you do anything else, toast your nut flour. Just toss it in a dry skillet for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It sounds so simple, but it awakens all those nutty oils and makes the flavor so much deeper. It's a tiny bit of effort for a massive payoff. The mixing part is pretty standard, but you've got to pay attention to that last step. Seriously, all the pros, like Bonnie Bakery, scream this from the rooftops. Mix the flour in just until it comes together and then stop. If you keep going, you develop gluten, and gluten is the enemy of a tender cookie. It's what makes them tough instead of melt in your mouth. All right, let's talk about the part where things often go wrong. You cut out these beautiful, perfect little shapes, but they come out of the oven looking like sad, puffy blobs. The problem? It's all about temperature. The secret to getting those crisp, bakery-perfect edges is all about keeping things cold. This is it, the golden rule. The butter in your dough has to stay solid and cold. See, when that cold butter hits the hot oven, it creates steam, and that steam is what helps the cookie keep its shape. If the butter melts before it even gets in the oven, well, that's when you get spread. Every single expert agrees. Cold dough is non-negotiable. So how do the pros make sure the dough stays cold? It's a two-step chill. First, you chill the whole disc of dough. But the real secret weapon, which Cooking Classy highlights, is that second chill. After you've cut your shapes, you put the whole baking sheet back in the fridge. Baking them straight from cold is what guarantees those perfectly sharp edges. Okay, you've made the perfect dough, you've chilled it like a pro, now for the grand finale. Baking and assembly is where it all comes together, but there are still a couple of little traps you want to avoid. When you're baking these, keep your eyes on the edges, not the center. You're just looking for a tiny hint of golden brown. You can actually decide what you want here. If you pull them when they're still pretty blonde, you'll get a super tender cookie. Let them get a little more color and they'll be crisper. Your call. Okay, listen up because this is so important. To avoid that classic mistake of getting powdered sugar all over that beautiful jam window, you have to follow this order. A great tip from the walks of life. Let everything cool down completely. Then dust the top cookies, the ones with the holes, before they ever meet the jam. Then you spread your jam on the bottom cookies and gently put the dusted top on. This little sequence makes all the difference. Want another pro tip for that high-end bakery finish? This one's from Gemma Stafford. Just warm up your jam a little bit and then push it through a fine sieve. It gets rid of all the seeds and lumps and leaves you with this gorgeous, smooth, jewel-like filling. It just looks so much more professional. So now that you've got the basics down cold, it is time to play. The classic raspberry and almond combo is, classic for a reason.
But these cookies are an amazing canvas to get creative with.
I mean, seriously, the possibilities are endless. Think about a tangy lemon curd, or a rich chocolate ganache, maybe some salted caramel, or even Nutella. Don't be shy about trying out your favorite flavors here. And it's not just the filling you can switch up. Try a different nut flour. Almond is classic, it's delicate and sweet. But if you swap in toasted hazelnut or walnut flour, you get this deeper, earthier flavor that is absolutely incredible with something like a chocolate or a cherry filling. It's such an easy way to create a totally different cookie.
So there you have it. All the secrets to making absolutely bakery-perfect Linzer cookies at home. From toasting the nuts to that crucial double chill technique, you've got the entire pro playbook now. So the only question left is, what amazing combination are you going to make first? Happy baking!